Okay, liberals are driving me absolutely insane. I'm sure they're driving you insane as well when it comes to the talk of gun control legislation after the Connecticut school shootings. Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel takes the absolute cake for making the dumbest comments so far, criticizing Wayne LaPierre and the NRA after the NRA news conference on the Chicago. Well, it happens there so much you could get that mistaken, but it's the Connecticut school shootings. It is outrageous, he said, and unsettling that the NRA would choose to address gun violence not by taking assault weapons off our streets, but by adding more guns to our schools. That is not the right answer for our society, our schools, and most importantly, our children. The mayor went on to say, and it even gets even more ridiculous, people across this country, from small towns to big cities, are united and ready to pass common sense gun control legislation. The time has come for the NRA to get on board or get out of the way. Really? Really, Mr. Mayor Emanuel, that's the solution to this problem of violence and massacres in our schools? You want to implement, quote, common sense gun control legislation? Well, Mr. Emanuel, why don't you start to do something by at least not repeating a ridiculous talking point that you got from your master, President Obama? And secondly, how's that common sense gun control working out for you, Mr. Mayor, in the city of Chicago? Not working too good there, is it? Cook County, which encompasses the city of Chicago, already bans what it defines as assault weapons and magazines that hold over 10 rounds of ammo. The sale of firearms is also prohibited in the city limits of Chicago as well. So you can't even buy a firearm legally in the city of Chicago. So understand this, that there's already an assault weapons ban in Chicago. You also can't buy guns in Chicago. And some other liberals have the idea that if we tax bullets, that's right, tax bullets, this is going to reduce gun violence. But you know what? Violence happens in the city of Chicago like nobody's business. They have some of the highest gun violence in the nation. So far this year, some 45 homicides happen in Chicago every single month. That's right, every month. More people are murdered in Chicago than were killed at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Connecticut. And 75% of those murders are committed with a firearm. So totally understand this, you liberals, Nancy Pelosi, Dianne Feinstein, President Obama. In Chicago, where they already have some of the most restrictive gun control laws in the nation, more murders are committed there every single month than people were killed in the latest mass shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Connecticut. And the mayor of Chicago, Rahm Emanuel, has the audacity, is actually going to lecture the NRA on what the hell common sense gun legislation is. How ridiculous is that? Why would we even give this man a mouthpiece at all, for crying out loud? Why would we even give him any print space in any newspaper, on any TV show, anywhere in the country? The gun control debate is getting out of control because we can't even talk about common sense things that the NRA comes up with, common sense ideas that the NRA comes up with, when this man can't even control the violence in his own city, and yet he has the audacity to lecture the NRA. It's getting foolish, folks. It's getting absolute foolish when people won't even listen to common sense. Leave your comments and thoughts in the comment section below this video.